I majored in music and minored in English and French. During my 4 years at St. Ben St. John's, I participated in orchestra, chamber music, the Viola da Gamba Ensemble, and the Gregorian Chant School. I also worked as a writing center tutor for 3 years.
I majored in economics. I was the Men's Issues Representative for the St. John's Senate. I was the co-chair of the Archipelago Association, and I was the International Student Mentor for the International Student Program Office.
I double majored in Hispanic Studies and Biology. I co-led an alternative break experience trip to the Dominican Republic. I'm the Joint Events Council co-chair. I was the orientation coordinator last year, and I studied abroad in Spain.
I majored in sociology. I was the president and co-founder of the Sociology and Anthropology Club. I was the treasurer of the Art Club, a member of Alpha Kappa Delta, and I walked the Camino de Santiago in Spain.
I came here from China. I majored in accounting with finance concentration. I am a teaching assistant in the accounting department. I was the executive assistant and director of event management of Minnesota China Business Opportunity Conference.
I double majored in environmental studies and biology. I played football, ran track, and worked 3 on-campus jobs, including one at the Career Resource Center.
I majored in chemistry. I studied abroad in Galway, Ireland. I did a summer research exchange program in Beibei, China, and I was also a Special Olympics coach.
I majored in economics, minored in sports medicine. I played football here for 4 years, had an internship at Patterson Companies, and was on the executive board for up to 1 year.
I studied communication and biology. I studied abroad in Spain. I worked in career services. I ran cross country, and I had an internship in the communication and marketing department at the school.
I majored in biology and minored in Hispanic studies. During my 4 years here at CSB+SJU, I studied abroad in Segovia, Spain, was the president of the Pre-Med Club, and volunteered as a Special Olympics coach and coordinator.
I majored in accounting and minored in management, ran cross-country and track and field here. I served as an orientation leader and interned at Target last summer as a business analyst.
I majored in communication and minored in music. I was also a part of a student band on campus. I had many internships, one involving Care 11, and I was also in chamber choir.
I majored in communication. I studied abroad in Australia. I was active in Students in Free Enterprise, and I was the development intern for the Cities 97 Basilica Library.
I majored in mathematics and minored in psychology. I ran track and cross country. I was part of Math Society, and I studied abroad in Australia.
I studied biology, I minored in psychology. I worked as a TA in the biology department. I played guitar ensemble, and I studied abroad in Australia.
I double majored in music and theology. I was on the Madras Ministries leadership team, the club that runs Praise in the Pub. I was the percussion section leader with ensemble for 4 years, and I studied abroad in Australia.
I majored in mathematics, studied abroad in South Africa. I wrote for the sports section of the school newspaper and interned at the communications and marketing department at CSB.
I majored in chemistry, ACS concentration. On campus, I was a part of prison ministry. I did Big Brother, Big Sister through VSTO, and I also did undergraduate research in the Canada department.
I majored in computer science, was a member of the Outskirts Snow Crew, studied abroad in Australia, and traveled to New Zealand and Thailand, and was a member of the Delta Phi Theta service fraternity.
I majored in psychology and biology. I did psychology undergraduate research in the summers. I studied abroad in Ireland, and I led a volunteer choir for 4 years.
I am a business management major. I interned at Tilsner Card Company last summer. I drive the length for the students back and forth, and I've also volunteered to feed my stomach children through the 4 years of college.
I majored in chemistry. I was in the symphonic band all 4 years. I am a TA for the chemistry department, and my junior year I studied abroad in Galway, Ireland.
My major was nursing, and I was in ROTC at St. John's for 4 years. And I played rugby for St. John's.
I majored in psychology and minored in nutrition. I was an admissions ambassador and involved in journey groups. I led an alternative break experiences trip to Utah over spring break, and I was among the first group to study abroad in India for a semester.
As a management major, accounting minor, I interned with the City of Falcon Heights Accounting Department as a member of the football program and the teaching assistant for the management department.
I majored in nursing, had various positions on the Culture Affairs Board. worked for Residential Life for 3 years as a resident assistant and community advisor, studied abroad in South Africa with a nursing program, and had a summer internship at Nicole.
I was a history major, completed pre-physical therapy courses, studied abroad in London, was a 4-year member of the St. John's Men's Course, and worked for the St. John's Arboretum.
I was an art and French double major. I was the co-director of Extending the Link, a student-run documentary team on campus. I was an Amnesty International, and I studied abroad in Senegal and West Africa.
I'm from China. I majored in mathematics, and I'm a member of the E-Scholar program. I have 4 internships, and I co-founded and served as the president of China Cross-Cultural Communication Club.
I majored in physics and mathematics. I studied abroad in Greece and Italy. I worked on the liturgy team for CSB Campus Ministry, and I interned at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center.
I was a music vocal performance major. I was also a part of Johnny Blend, the men's chorus, and the school's opera workshop. This year, I was the guest artist for my country's National Youth Choir concert. And when I return, I will continue my career as an opera singer.
I majored in peace studies and minored in music. I studied abroad in Cork, Ireland. I had a student employment position at a local elementary school and was a member of the Bonner Leader program.
I was a Spanish education major and a music minor. I played trumpet in the wind ensemble here. I ran cross country and track and also studied abroad for a year in Chile.
I majored in biology for my undergrad degree, and during the summer I worked as an intern for the Science Museum of Minnesota, working with kids in science. Aside from that, on campus I am involved in HIGH, along with the Intercultural League Program and Asia Club.
I majored in peace studies with a double minor in environmental studies and management. I am the 2010-2012 Phillips Scholar from the College of St. Benedict. I am the Bonner Leader co-intern, and I have volunteered through a number of different organizations in the St. Cloud area.
I majored in management and minored in environmental studies. I wrestled for St. John's for 4 years and was a senior captain. I was an academic All-American as well as an All-American wrestler. I also held a job on campus for 4 years in the academic advising office.
I majored in communication, minored in gender studies. I was the women's issues representative on the St. Ben Senate. I studied abroad in Rome and Greece. I did a social media internship for the university Facebook page, and I went to Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, on a Women as Global Leaders conference.
I majored in psychology, minored in management. I wrote for a student newspaper, The Record. I'm currently a psychology teaching assistant, and I studied abroad in South Africa.
I majored in biology. I played baseball for 4 years, and I did an internship at the Mayo Clinic.
I majored in biology and minored in psychology. I was a founding member of the St. Ben's Figure Skating Club, where I served as vice president. I worked as a sports medicine assistant in the St. John's Athletic Department. I was an executive board member of Up Till Dawn, and I studied abroad in South Africa.
I majored in English. I have had an employment position at the St. Ben's Admission Office in a student management position, and I have had an internship at the liturgical press on campus. I also studied abroad in London.
I majored in social science with an emphasis on secondary education. I was an orientation leader. I participated on the Alternative Break Experience trip to the Dominican Republic. I also participated on the eco-spirituality dog sledding trip to Ely, and I studied abroad in Rome and Greece.
I made mistake. It went so much smoother than the last time. I did one take. Okay. Good.
I also studied abroad in Chile all of my junior year, and I will be.
That's retake is more frequent than that. You needed more people watching.
I majored in management and minored in environmental studies. I wrestled for St. John's for 4 years, and I was a senior my captain year. I also was
You said you were a senior my captain year.
I was my senior.
You said, what did you say? I was a senior my captain year.
Oh yeah, totally sounded right though. Said I was senior my captain year.
Oh, that's all.
Get it together.
business management.
Just go ahead and stop.
I always do that.
I know that.
And I have volunteered with a number of different organizations in the St. Cloud area.
I majored in English. I have had a job
I majored in accounting and finance, minored in management. Yeah, we'll start over. See, I'm telling you, I might need you all.